Alright, YouTube. Let's chat about this. Let's chat about woke politics. The woke politics has, frankly, gotten really out of hand. Um, and it's not just the racial side of it. The race side is just completely. That's a complete disaster. When when you get to the point where black people can't say nigger on the internet because they get called racist, it's gone too far. People got to get over the fucking N word anyway. Like, y'all niggas just fucking around with that shit. But anyway, what's the news this week? The news this week, it's the 20th of May. The news this week is all of a sudden, the Me Too movement and the Believe All Woman movement is now alt-right propaganda, according to some liberal journalist. Now, why are they saying that? They're saying that because their presidential candidate is, yeah, he's got some interesting details about him coming up. Y'all can search that if you want. But yeah, it's just really fascinating to me how the entire narrative that was earthed by the entire narrative that was tabled by the left is now being um, pushed onto the right, right? And the right is being given responsibility of it. So, you know, all in the space of Trump's first term, we've gone from conservatives, people on the right, being racist, sexist, bigoted, or whatever the fuck else you want to add there. It's all there. Nazis, I guess. That's just call them Nazis. That's the thing that's been popular. I've been called a Nazi. You know, I don't even know how the fuck people rationalize that one, but I've been called a fucking Nazi by the woke left for saying nigger. You know, because it wasn't enough to just believe that I'm black on the internet and saying nigger. No, 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 no. I had to jump through hoops, of course. Only the left makes you jump through hoops, right? Oh, you got to prove you're black now. Oh, you got to prove this now. You know, really, really, people really just think, everyone just goes about saying nigger in the year 2020. In the year 2020, where the fucking internet is permanent and everything just stays up forever. Like, you can delete something, but there's gonna be some archive site that fucking saved that shit. There's gonna be some fucking search spiders just running through the internet somewhere constantly, just saving all the stupid shit that gets posted in case people delete shit. So, everyone has to be really, everyone has to have their wits about them when they go about speaking on the internet, at least for now. It won't last forever, of course, because people don't have fucking energy for that. But yeah, I'm really at a loss as to what we do with the left. I really am. Now, of course, I'm in South Africa. It's a liberal nation. By and large, it's not gonna change for at least a generation, I think. There's historical reasons, recent historical reasons for that, of course. But this isn't about South Africa, right? This is about Babylon, as it were, the new Babylon, America, and how it is affecting global culture with its fucking talking points that don't make any fucking sense in the real world. So now, Believe All Woman is a Nazi talking point, basically, and of course it was spawned by the left. So the left are essentially calling themselves Nazis right now. And the thing is, there's like the hashtag actually started with like just some random accounts, ladies, of course, some random women. I'm gonna assume that they're affected individuals, so they've got valid reasons for doing that. Good on them. It was decent. It was a decent hashtag, but of course it got hijacked by the politics, and the politics is just completely incongruent with itself and reality. At least the left, the liberal politics. The conservative politics are pretty. Of course, there's going to be some intellectual somewhere who comes in and he's like, "Oh no, it's not how it is. You've been fed lies." Like, listen, conservative politics is pretty. It's pretty compact. Everything essentially makes sense, right? It might not be. It might not consider some of the harder science of the world, like IQ and sundry, but it does just make sense in a nutshell. A lot more sense than the liberal politics, at least currently. The liberal politics made a lot of sense when Obama got elected. And when Obama was leaving, it also made a lot of sense, except for when he signed that final executive order of his regarding the fake news. I don't even remember that shit. I'll have to go research it again. But now here we are. The liberal mainstream media attempting to control all narratives, labeling everything they don't like conspiracy theories, labeling anyone they don't like Nazis, and it's just fucking messy. It is just so fucking messy. I don't know how the political left recovers from this, and that's globally. I really don't. SA elections are gonna happen here in South Africa sometime. I couldn't even give a fuck. I'll find out when the fuck they happen. When they happen. But the ANC has been losing power just with each election. So the country is coming out of its leftist furor, as it were. And of course, the same thing is said to happen everywhere. Well, I mean, it has happened in a lot of places. It's happened in America, happened in Brazil. With who's this guy? Who's this fucking hella conservative militant nigga? I forget his name. Bolsonaro, maybe? It doesn't fucking matter. I mean, you can go fucking research it, right? You got all the footballers, all the MK, all the MK assets, fucking backing him and shit. So something's obviously coming down the pipe. You got this COVID shit cooking away. Here's my problem with the COVID situation right now. Yes, there's a global viral pandemic. The virus exists, all that shit. We're not gonna get into any of the wild conspiracies, the Ikes, the Joneses, any of that shit. The vaccine that's coming. We're not gonna get into that. The thing exists. There's a viral pandemic. It's global, sure. Now the issue with all of this is that suddenly the objective has changed from saving lives to securing political power going forward, right? And and as ever, I mean, you could have seen this coming a mile away, right? But of course, now people, if you commented that this shit was gonna happen, well, you probably got ignored, you know? Oh, you got to take this shit seriously, or blah blah blah. Like, okay, we can take the pandemic as seriously as you want, but that doesn't mean the politicians are gonna take it fucking seriously. They're just gonna play their power games, right? And that's also what's happening with the culture. The culture at ground level, here we are interacting on Twitter. Sure, I don't interact on Twitter. I guess I don't fucking do Twitter. But you go to Twitter, you go to YouTube, you go to the Facebooks, you go to the Reddits, and it's all woke, liberal, fucking politics. Just run amok. It's run amok, and there's people who are sincerely programmed by the TV, you know, and you can go do your own reading on all of that shit, the mind control patterns and all. You can go do your own fucking reading there. But there's people who are genuinely mind controlled right now, right? And there is no amount of common sense you can forward to them that will break them out of it. They really have to find they really have to find the truth for themselves. But of course, they would have to first become disenchanted with whatever their current politics is. And I would hope that's happening by and large. Because, I mean, like, I don't know how people are going to actually vote for Joe Biden, you know? Like, all the reservations I have about Bernie Sanders, democratic socialist and shit, it's his job to convince you to vote socialism in. He's a democratic socialist. But, he would have just been a far better candidate, holistically, than Joe Biden. This is this is not even getting to Joe Biden's mental state, right? But now we've got Joe Biden, all these stories coming out about him, and the politics now has to be reversed for purpose, you know? Because they got to fit the round peg into a square hole, of course. Well, the square peg into a round hole, either way, however you want to look at that. They got to make it fit now. So what does that mean? That means Me Too movement, that's now alt-right. I don't even fucking know. Like, are they serious? Is this serious right now? I've been saying it for years, man. The Dems are working for Trump. They're there to get him re-elected because they're so fucking bad at their job. They must be trying to lose on purpose. And now this shit is happening, like, just fucking. What is this shit? Is this the real politics right now? I mean, these people studied to get into these positions. Years of fucking graft and study to get into these positions, and this is what they're forwarding to us. You know, you don't have to be a sharp tool in the shed. I'm definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed, and you can just fucking tell, man. Like, these politicians, these left politicians, man, these leftist politicians have lost the plot. They don't know a way forward from here. They've written themselves into a corner, as it were, by attempting to control all the narratives. Of course, you can't control all the narratives. Some just have to be let loose, right? So, I mean, what's this thing been used for? Everyone remembers the Kavanaugh situation, right? The Brett Kavanaugh situation regarding the Me Too thing. That's not even, put that one away. Step a little further back in time. Go to Roy Moore. That was political subterfuge right there. But rather than address that while Roy Moore is going through his while Roy Moore is suing these women for defamation of character, rather than go through all that, people just jump to Kavanaugh because I guess it was the most. I stopped paying attention then because the Roy Moore thing just happened, and well, people just let it happen. So what's the point? Now everyone wants to at people about, oh, look, they're falsely accusing Brett Kavanaugh, blah, blah, blah. Like, nigga, they already accused someone falsely and got away with it and got the power grab. That's a hat trick, right? Of course they're going to try it again. And of course they'll try undo all those fucking narratives for their own guy. But I mean, this is where the woke politics is. It's such a fuck up. It's such a fuck up. You already know it's a fuck up when, you're black and you can't say nigger around a fucking woke liberal. Then you already know it's a fuck up. Of course, that's anonymously. You go say nigger to some fucking white Jew liberal on the fucking street. What are they gonna do, bro? What are they gonna do? Well, at least if you're black, what the fuck are they gonna do? I want to find a Karen and just call her a nigger, see what the fuck she does, bro. I really want to do that. Just fuck with the heads, bro. Fuck with the mental space. Just smash that shit sideways. Really challenge thought patterns, but, that's never gonna happen. There's people who are losing their sanity right now over all these fucking false narratives running around in the air. Because they really don't know what's real anymore. Because they weren't paying attention. They didn't get key data points. I got key data points. I got the key data points. The data points were ignored. I decided right there it's probably best to ignore all this shit because there's just stupid people discussing stupid shit and they don't have any fucking information. It's just like, the global warming shit. People don't have fucking information. Everyone wants to say, oh, there's no geoengineering happening. There's plenty of that shit happening. Plenty. You just go Google that shit, ongoing geoengineering projects. You'll see many, but of course you can't say that. It's not woke. You gotta be all about saving the fucking climates and shit. Even though the climate's being engineered in real time. And then, of course, people say we have power to change the climate. This is a prime example of woke politics, right? They say we are changing the climate with our inputs, with our technological inputs, with the cars, with burning fossil fuels, with dumping shit in the ocean. We're changing the climate doing that. But then at the same fucking time, this is woke politics right here, right? At the same time, they'll say that, oh no, that weather control shit, the weather manipulation, the climate manipulation, all the climate science and all this shit, no, that's not real, that's impossible. Or even though if you present them a .gov documents, military experiments, and fucking, like, how many fucking experiments have been done regarding the weather? Well, I mean, the first attempt to control a hurricane was like, what, early 1900s? So, they've been trying that shit since then. But rather than, but you tell a wokey this shit, and they'll insist it's impossible while telling you that you're altering the climate with your breathing and all this sundry shit. And it's all just insane to me. It really is. I don't understand how anyone sane is meant to interact with the politics today. It's just a fuck up. And people wonder why Trump got elected. Trump got elected because he is a fucking stave against this shit. He is a stave, bro. You know, if there's any if there's any human who can be a wall to all the ridiculous woke politics that are coming out right now, and if there's any human who can just like tolerate being targeted by all this politics over the course of a fucking decade, it's Trump. This is why he's gonna win the next election, right? One, people now have fucking observations from all this stupid politics going on over here. Two, two, they've seen Trump tank all this shit. Tank all the stupid shit. I don't even remember, like, there's Russiagate. Omarosa had a tape of him saying nigger. Never fucking existed, of course. But she had a tape, allegedly. What the fuck else happened? Grab him by the pussy. People got upset about that. There was a rape claim as well on Trump. Many things have happened. Lots of smoke but no fire. And of course, people like to say, "Oh, where there's smoke, there's fire." No, no, no. People could just be fucking blowing smoke out their own fucking ass, right? And then forwarding that into the fucking atmosphere and say, "Oh, look, Trump did it." That's exactly what the fuck's been happening. And that's been happening for years. And there's some people who still don't fucking get it. And, they probably will never fucking get it. Maybe they're youthful. I mean, the youth can be forgiven. Because, I mean, in your youth, you should be a liberal, really. If you're on a liberal in your youth, then, I don't know, maybe you're evil. Okay? Okay. Maybe not evil, but, either you've been raised in a super conservative family or the freedom of other men doesn't really matter to you as much as it probably should. But of course, as people age, as people get experience with the world, they start leaning conservative. Why is that? Well, because conservative politics is there to protect the family. You know? The liberal politics is there to protect every individual's freedom, but that doesn't happen anymore. Every individual's liberty. Let me not even say freedom. Every individual's liberty. That's what it should be doing, but that is not what is happening right now. Instead, what's happening with the woke politics is everyone's liberty is being subverted. Is being subverted. Black man, you can't say nigger. Sorry, that's racist. You're now a Nazi. You what? How did we get here? That was fucking quick. You know? That was fucking quick. I still gotta listen to rap music where these niggas saying nigga all the damn time. No one asked me what I think about that. Ain't not a soul asked me. No, ain't no white man asked me. Ain't no white woman asked me. Ain't no liberal asked me. Oh, what do you think about all these rappers saying nigga all the time? You know? Ain't no one asked that. But oh well, yeah, they are saying it, and we just all gotta accept that. Oh, no, the word's been bastardized. Just use the colloquial version. Why? Like, literally, why? How's about you just don't bastardize the word? If you resurrect a fucking slave today, if you resurrect a slave today, and you play him a rap music video, What the fuck do you think they're gonna do, bro? What the fuck do you think they're gonna say? You know? This is what we ended slavery for? For these thotties shaking their booties on the fucking videos while these mans puff up the herb. While these mans puff the herb, sip the scissorp, and drop N-bombs all over the fucking track. Like, nigga, who told y'all you can just go and add an A on the end, take away the E and the R? Oh, it's okay now. Oh, that's okay. That's totally alright. We can say that one. Like, yo, that's the start of woke politics right there. Resurrect MLK and call him a nigga. See what the fuck happens. You gonna slap the shit out. You gonna slap the shit out of you, nigga. You gonna slap the shit out of you. Now, of course, I'm of the opinion just let everyone say fucking nigga. Like, the word's everywhere in the popular culture. It's used in every single black comedy skit. It's all in the rap music. Rap music is some of the most popular music in the world. Everyone's heard the word nigga. You know? Many times. In all the contexts. I'ma shoot that nigga. I'ma gat that nigga. Oh, this my nigga over here. Fuck that nigga. Like, you know, they heard all the context. It don't matter what race they are. They heard all the context for this fucking word. Now just let it be free to the public. But you can't do that with the woke politics in the air. Because people are going to be called racist for I don't know what fucking reason. I don't know why people would be called racist for saying nigga in 2020. You know. If someone would like to try and explain that to me, you won't be able to. But if you would like to, go right ahead. But if you do attempt to explain it to me, then, and I find any contradiction in your fucking explanation, well then, that's just case in point example of the woke politics going down. Now, of course, people are going to say, oh, there's contradictions in conservative politics too. Well, they're not as fucking out in the fucking open, like, they're not on display. They ain't on fucking display. People going to say, oh, what about the fucking alt-rights and the Nazis? Yeah, they're alt-rights. They're not just conservative, they're alt-right. It's a whole different fucking breed of people. And it's a very small breed of people. Like, bro, how many... you know, the woke politics labels everyone alt-right. How many fucking people are actually alt-right? It's less than 1% of the damn population. Maybe 2% if we go global. So what, 2% of the population is always around these folks? Being alt-right? That's fucking ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. All that fucking confirms is, sorry, person of color, you aren't allowed to have your own thoughts. But at the same time, they're totally fighting for your freedom, right? Just not freedom as you see it. That's not allowed. That's not allowed. Why is it not allowed? Well, because they probably read the IQ papers and they're like, oh, these niggas are so stupid, man. They're not gonna know what the fuck they want. We gotta show them what they want. You know? This is exactly what the fuck their politics is. And then they say, oh, you aren't allowed to discuss the IQ shit. Why? I don't fucking know why. Because they find it racist to discuss science or some shit. I don't know. And here be the educated black man, as it were. Every educated black man is this way. Wanting to uplift their people. You know? They might not have read the IQ research, but they want to make the communities better and sundry. And they will largely go about doing that with conservative politics. Educated black man, right? Now, if it's an uneducated black man, he's going to be holding on to some fucking white liberal Jew. I'm just calling it as it is, man. I'm just saying it as it is. He's going to be holding on to some white liberal Jew, or maybe even a fucking black lesbian, who the fuck knows. And they'll be giving him instruction. And it will be poor instruction. Very poor. So poor that if he follows that instruction, he will actually lose freedoms. He will lose his liberty. That is where woke politics is. It is the enemy of liberty right now. And rather than the politics self-correcting itself, it's just doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down. Like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? got Nancy Pelosi throwing fucking petty insults at Trump. Oh, he's morbidly obese. Who the fuck cares, dude? Literally, who the fuck cares? Like, you know how many fucking fat politicians are there in the world? In the fucking world. Like, go look at a UN fucking conference, right? Just go look at that shit. Tell me how many fat ass people be in there. Maybe not like fat, but you know, they got some jiggle on them. No, Trump got some jiggle on him. And you know, another thing is, just on that note, this is the last point about the woke politics. They've been at us for years, saying, "Oh, don't body shame, don't fat shame, and sundry." And then we have a thought leader off the fucking left out here fat shaming the president. Hello? Hello? Is this reality right now? Is this really where we are? As fucking humanity. This is where we are, right? People can just contradict their own fucking ideology out in the open, and rather than be called out by their own people, they'll be given a pass, an applause, praised, gifted. You know? Yo, here, have my fucking children type of shit. No, Pelosi wants the children anyway. No, Biden wants the children anyway. Yeah, that's it. Woke politics gotta end, folks. It's y'all shitting up the whole fucking pudding with this shit. Y'all fucking it up. And it was never a good idea. Never ever believe it was a good idea to start this woke politics shit. It was the worst idea. You guys were told it was the worst fucking idea, and you called those people, well, you labeled them ists and isms, because it was far easier than grappling with the content, no doubt. And of course, that's still going on, and it will always go on until something snaps in a very big way in the left. Maybe that's gonna be Trump getting re-elected. I don't know. The left needs a complete fucking rebuild. Perhaps globally, but you know, there'll be some countries that you can spare from that because their politics is still balanced. But in a lot of other places, including here in South Africa, that shit has just gone completely sideways. It's gotta go. It's gotta go. Actually, not my last point. There was a news report on the town of Oranje. What is Oranje? It's a Afrikaans town. It's exclusively Afrikaans, white Afrikaans. Population of 2,000. I don't know where the fuck it's located. Somewhere in South Africa, en route to Cape Town, I believe. Now, you know, these people. Now, please understand, I don't have no love for Afrikaans people. I've met some nice Afrikaans people in my fucking time, but, you know, when I hear that vernac being spoke, I just can't, bro. I gotta bounce. Mind you, I can speak some Afrikaans, but I just opt not to. But, you know, here's this town, well out of the way of anyone, not harming anyone at all, not even interacting with anyone at all, and for some reason, the woke mainstream liberal media of South Africa is trying to paint them as racist in the middle of a viral pandemic. Like, niggas, are you fucking real? Are y'all fucking real? Everyone's just trying to look after their own fucking selves, their own family right now, and oh no, you're racist for trying to look after your own family. Like, this is just so fucking stupid, man. You see, this is the shit about the woke politics. At some point, it just fails in the real world, and it's gotten there. And I need people to just fucking grasp that so that we can make something fucking better. I have no fucking horse in this political race, in any political race, mind you. Why is that? Because, yeah, when you're a centrist, you just look at these two clowns on both sides and you're like, y'all both fucking idiots. I'll vote for whichever one of you is the lesser idiot. And then in current times, that's the right. That's conservatives. That's conservatism. Conservatism. Fuck that. But oh well. hopefully this shit just comes to an end at some point, and we can just rebuild the politics anew and just actually get to grips with all the shit that's gone on in the world. You see, we can't even tackle how to fix global warming, if this thing even exists. I don't even believe it exists. But, if you wanted to tackle climate change properly, there are ways to do that, technological ways to do that. But you can't discuss those with world politics in the air, because they'll say you're bringing forth Nazi talking points, alt-right shit. What's that shit that they said? It's alt-right propaganda. A .gov document is alt-right propaganda? Are you fucking serious, you piece of shit cunts? Fucking hell. And y'all wonder why the fuck Trump has such a fucking popular... Y'all wonder why he's so fucking popular, why he has such a large base, why the base is undying, why there's secret Trump voters. Because people see this shit happening, Not everyone's fucking programmed by the damn TV. Some people stay the fuck off that shit. Some people stay the fuck off the mainstream news. Because, as ever, you go there and they're going to sell you some bullshit. But, rather than people smell the bullshit, they lap it up. They lap it the fuck up, and then they wonder why their shit don't work later. Oh well, that's all.